Hello, my name is Trent Flynn. I've been a or a gigging drummer, I should say, for basically 20 years. There's a lot of things I don't know, so I'm just going to kind of play this thing that I like to call the Indiana Shuffle. It took me a very long time to do this because my hand is not very good. My left hand is not very good. My left hand is about as reliable as my X, if that makes any sense. But it took me a very long time to do this. I don't know a ton about rudiments and stuff. I just play, and that's just kind of how I've was kind of thrown at it, so to speak. So, but as long as this comes through, this is my first. I got this camera mount, and I'm really curious about it, but. This is cold. I haven't played all day, but this is what I like to call the Indiana Shuffle. And I need to make sure this is still recording because my videos are cut short and it looks like it still is recorded. I don't know when it's going to stop. I need to clear some stuff on my phone. But you know, there's a lot of different shuffles. Texas Shuffle. If I had $1 million sitting right there in front of me, I couldn't play it correctly. Because I know, like, Texas Shuffle is basically like singles on the ride, and then you got the shuffle part. Well, for whatever reason, my brain cannot do that. So I just kind of do my own thing and just try to, keep time the best I can, and just make sure I don't stop. That is one thing that I've learned playing music all these years, is that if the drummer stops, it's not good. That's when what they call train wrecks, that's when those occur. And a good musician is a musician that can basically recover quickly. So, in a sense, I mean, there's a lot of good ways to actually, I'm lost for words, and I apologize. There's different ways to categorize musicians and musicianship and how good one is, so to speak. But yeah, keep going. Yeah, that's, as Buddy Rich would say, the only way to get better is to play. So, and this is the first time that I've been able to have my drum set up in probably 10 years. Even though I play music on the weekends, it's really been great to just, come back here when I get a chance and just, mess around for a little bit and try not to annoy my neighbors. Thankfully, I don't think they can hear me. So, yeah. Now I gotta see if this thing is still recording. And it is. Okay. So, like I said, that was not being warmed up. It's not, and you know, and I'm not saying warming up is bad because it isn't. This is just me wanting to sit down and play some drums and, you know, just kind of see what happens. It's I normally don't use a click. I probably should. I know. But I never really have. So it's like once something like that gets thrown into the mix with me, throws me off big time. I mean, it's a different world because, you know, all of this time I've been playing drums, it's all been like a natural sort of thing. So it's, you know, if I had something like that in the background, it almost seems like it would distract me from like listening to guitars and things like that. But, you know, I guess with anything that, you know, if I were to use something like that, and I think it's just a matter of time and getting used to it. So, but, you know, it's like the old saying goes, it's like, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So it's, and I don't want to stop myself with that, but it's really easy to. So yeah, I'll just play a little bit more. And it's getting kind of late. I don't want to disturb the neighbors. Thankfully, they're cool. I have great neighbors. I'm so thankful for them. But I guess real quick, the Indiana Shuffle, as I call it, I'll probably get yelled at by somebody, and it's fine. That's just something, I can't really do it traditionally. I like to throw traditional stuff in the mix to just try to do it, because that's the only way I can get my left hand to do much of anything. But it literally took me a good solid 2 years to do with my left hand. Like the little accent thing, it's not really a part of it, but I just, you know, sometimes you just feel certain things and it just happens. But yeah, it literally took me that long to be able to basically work my wrist like that and fingers, even though I don't really realize at the time I'm using my fingers to kind of get that feel. Yeah. I'm really bad about words and talking and things like that. Especially now that I'm getting older, it's driving me up the wall. But I'm gonna attempt to do videos like this and just kind of keep it going, because that will also motivate me after work. You know, to be honest, I basically feel like garbage after work. And playing music has been one thing to like really relieve that. So it would be helpful and healthy and just good all around in general if I could, you know, play more drums after work and yeah, and get more practice in, you know. But let me just try to do what I call the Indiana Shuffle again, just to do it, and I'll try to play it straight with adding any, you know, extra stuff to it. But this is just what I've called the Indiana Shuffle. So. I kind of added extra stuff in there, I'm sorry. It just happens. So, as long as this is still recording, which I'm really shocked that it is, I hope that it is. Holy moly. It is recording still. Okay. So, I guess to wrap it up, So to wrap it up, what I'm going to do is throw it out there. And again, this will give me motivation to do things. I'll just put that right there. As my friend Ben would say, the new Ben location is Fuller. So even though I've been a gigging drummer, I've been really fortunate and blessed to be around some just excellent, wonderful musicians. And part of them is my family. They play in a band called Flinville Train. My uncles and my dad had a band called Headstone a long time ago. So music's kind of been in my blood. And unless I have children one day, so far so good, I haven't. I'm really the last Flynn to play music and keep it going in my family, and that weighs on me pretty heavy sometimes, and then sometimes I'm so used to not having kids and just the whole routine of life and how quickly things go. It don't faze me too much, but sometimes it does. So, but I get distracted really easy. So obviously, but what I'm going to do is try to make a series of videos, and I don't have really any training or anything like that, which I'm sure is probably easy to tell. What I'm going to do is make videos on drum rolls, because even though I've played music all of these years, I can't drum roll to save my life. Can't do it. I've seen kids that's never gigged or anything like that, but they learned in school, and they could just walk in and just do it right now. Me, nope. I can fake it. Terrible. Can't do it. Terrible. It's embarrassing, actually. Knowing that I've played like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of live gigs and broke my back over it. Can't do it. Can't drum roll. This is the closest thing I can do. And I can't even do that right now. And it's more like a fake buzz roll. Can't do it to save my life. Can't do it in the higher tension parts of the snare. I can't do it. So I would like to just say one day I'd like to say, yes, I can do that. And that would be great, because there's a lot of times, and it doesn't happen all the time, but there's definitely been times throughout our gigs, etc., where it's like, drum roll, please. And I'm like just trying my hardest to do a drum roll, and I can lightly do it, and it's not good enough, at least to me. I want to be able to just, on demand, just, because, man, people that are able to do drum rolls like that, I'm sure some probably take it for granted. But to my ear, when I hear somebody do just like a tasteful, beautiful, smooth as butter drum roll, I mean, it adds so much to the song. Like, I can't even explain it good enough. It just does something. And to my ears, it's fantastic. And I think there needs to be some sort of buzz drum roll in every song. I'm kidding. But it's just such a tasteful thing to do. And it's musical. Yeah, I like stuff like that. I really enjoy it, and it's cool to watch videos on people that could actually do that stuff. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do that, and I think the motivation of me making these videos, I would like to say, yeah, one of these days I'll just be able to sit down and maybe you guys can watch me through the process and hopefully get good at these things. So anyway, very Merry Christmas to everybody. This is my really first drum video ever that I've like sat down and talked, because I'm not really a teacher, so I just have a love for music in my heart, and music is one thing that just really saves me. And that is, more than words. I don't even have the correct words for it other than saying that. I mean, music is not all, I will say that, but most music, or at least the music I enjoy, is really a blessing in my life, and great. I'm one of those people that can listen to a song, and if I have the option to, I can just listen to it over and over until it's like, okay, all right, it's time to go to a different song. I love that. I love it. But anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble and spill over my words. Hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to get started on the drum roll thing, because I really need to. I can tell you that I'm closer to 50 than I am 30. And I should be able to do drum roll as long as I've been playing drums. So, thank you so much for watching. Everybody have a great Christmas out there. And hopefully I'll see you here soon. See ya.